Hello paper crafters, it's Olga. Today I'm going to create a set of 3 floral tags. To create a tag base, I'll be using the 2 largest die from Pinpoint Main Street Tags by Poppy Stamps. I've die cut the largest one out of plain white cardstock and out of patterned paper. Now I am using some double-sided tape to attach a piece of craft foam to a piece of cardstock. All the supplies that I am using are listed on my blog as well as in the description. Now I'm going to position the 2 largest dies from the set over the cardstock, tape them down and run them through the die cutting machine. This will create a dimensional frame. Next I will need a piece of organza ribbon. I'm using a thread to tie a knot in the middle of the ribbon, and this will create a bow shape. Then I'm applying some tape adhesive at the wrong side of the tag. I'm placing the bow closer to the bottom of the tag, and then I'm going to attach the ends of the ribbon at the wrong side. I will also be needing a loop to hang a tag. I'm using a piece of white raffia to make this loop, but any piece of ribbon will do fine. I'm attaching it with the tape adhesive. I am also going to create a custom embellishment for my tag. For this I am using a pearl drop bead, a pair of round nose pliers and a jump ring. To attach a brad, I am piercing a hole behind the bow. Then I'm going to push the ribbon between the prongs of the brad. Then I'm connecting the prongs again, putting a jump ring with a pendant on them and pushing them through the hole in the tag. I'm going to apply a plain white tag at the wrong side. This will make my tag much sturdier, and it will also cover up all the mess. I'm using a quick drying tacky glue to attach the frame on top of the tag. I'm holding the frame down with my hands for about 10 or 15 seconds, and this will be enough for the glue to attach the 2 surfaces together. And here is what the base for the tag looks like. For the next tag I'm going to use a piece of craft cardstock instead of patterned paper. I'm also going to use this mini stamp set by Magnolia. It has a shrimp image and some herbs. For this project I'm only going to use 1 step to create a floral background. I'm going to stamp it repeatedly all over the surface of the tag. I'm using Picket Fence Distress ink for stamping. This ink looks much brighter on darker cardstock, but because I'm using Neenah Desert Storm, which is a light craft cardstock, the pattern turns out very subtle. All 3 tag bases are ready now, and I'm going to fill them with floral die cuts. All the floral dies I'm going to use are by Gummiapan. The dies I'm using for the first tag are called Spinning Flower and Twig Rounded. I've die cut them out of white and craft cardstock. I've decided to create a vellum background for the flower, so I'm just applying the glue over the outline and sticking it to the vellum. Then I'm going to cut it out with the scissors. Actually, the outline is quite simple, so I believe you won't have any problems with that. I'm tucking the rose behind the ribbon, and then I'm going to use just a little bit of liquid adhesive to attach it to the background. Then I'm moving on to the leaves. I believe that just 2 or 3 dots of glue will be enough to hold them in place. At this point I decided to add some shimmer to my flower, so I'm using my Wink of Stella clear glitter pen and applying the glitter all over the vellum. The brush has a fine tip, so it's very easy to go around the die-cut outlines. This shine will also make the flower match the organza ribbon. Now I can attach the second leaf branch. I'm actually going to tuck the leaves behind the flower, and this will add more interest and dimension. I will add more finishing touches later, but now I'm moving on to the next tag. The dies I'm using for this one are Doodled Heart and Twig with Berry, and again I'm using white and craft cardstock. For the heart I will be using the same vellum background technique. You can see that some scribbles are kind of sticking out at the bottom of the heart. I just didn't apply any adhesive at them, and that allows me to go behind them with the scissors. And again I am applying Wink of Stella all over the vellum, leaving the white outlines plain. Then I'm going to arrange all the elements on top of the tag and stick them down with liquid glue. For the third tag I have chosen the 2 die sets. They are called Crassula and Allium. I have die cut the flowers out of craft cardstock, and for the leaves I have used white cardstock, vellum and glitter. Then again I'm tucking the flowers and the leaves behind the bow and sticking them down with a bit of liquid adhesive. By the way, the glue I'm using is Ranger Multi-Medium Matte. As a finishing touch, I'm going to add some clear glass drops with glitter. This medium allows you to create dimensional drops. It looks quite white at the moment, but the drops will dry totally clear. The medium really adds a lot of shine and dimension, but you have to keep in mind that the drying time is about several hours. I normally leave it to dry overnight. I'm going to add those clear droplets to all 3 tags. And here is how my finished tags look like when the drops are dry. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial till the end. If you would like to watch more inspirational video, just click at any picture that you can see in the screen. Have a fantastic day and happy crafting!